Hi, and welcome to Week 7. During this module, we'll consider the human person as citizen, and we'll think about what our role is as human beings who live in society with one another. Do we have obligations or duties as citizens, and what are these? And what does it mean to be a good citizen? In the selection from Plato, we read an excerpt where Socrates finds himself in prison awaiting the death penalty, even though he is innocent. His friend, Crito, tries to convince him to run away and to violate the law, but Socrates refuses out of respect for Athens. Though the law has been applied unfairly, the law itself is a just institution, and Socrates thinks it his duty as an Athenian citizen to accept the outcome. But is that the duty of the citizen? The next reading is one you might have already read, Martin Luther King Jr.'s letter from a Birmingham jail. Here, Martin Luther King urges the principle of civil disobedience. He argues that when a law is unjust, then peaceful resistance might be warranted. Some laws, when they are blatantly unjust, ought to be broken. You'll notice the contrast between these two perspectives in terms of the responsibilities of citizenship in relation to law and government. The next few readings give us a variety of perspectives on issues related to civic responsibility. The piece from John Locke, who was an English Enlightenment philosopher, it discusses the issue of religious toleration and what this looks like in a society where many religious perspectives are present. After this, we'll explore the United Nations Declaration on Human Rights. It's a document, it's a list that includes those rights that we hold as universal to all human beings, without exception. Last, we'll read a selection from Martha Nussbaum, an American philosopher, whose work contrasts the difference between a holistic liberal arts approach to education, which sees value in civic responsibility as well as asking hard questions of authority, and we'll see how she distinguishes that from a for-profit approach to education, which is intended primarily to broker knowledge and information so that a person can fulfill a function in society. What does it mean to be a good citizen? What duties or responsibilities do we share as citizens? Is conformity to the law always a civic duty? Is being a good citizen the same thing as the unquestioning acceptance of all laws and policy which have been passed or legislated? And why is education and the virtue of asking critical questions important for civic duty? As always, I look forward to reading your work, and if you have questions, please send me an email. Happy studying.